Why? So that I may become a fellow partaker of it. Paul was a fellow partaker of it, but he knew, hey, if I hold on and cling to freedoms, I'm no longer a fellow partaker of it. I'm still saved, but I'm not a partaker of it. So kind of when Christians get W's, yeah, I'm on a team, but I can't really cheer because I was on the bench. So yeah, we getting rings and I can kind of hold my hands up. Yeah, Christians, we getting all the W's. But I never stepped foot on the court, so I can't really rejoice when Christians get W's. Why? Because I wanted to hold on to all of my freedoms, and my freedoms kept me on the bench. They kept my life weak. Let's not allow our freedoms to leave our lives weak. Let them go. Let our freedoms go. Verse 25b gives us, as far as for the analogy, of the focus of the analogy. They then do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we an imperishable. So if we're just talking about kind of what this wreath is simply a crown that will either be placed on the head. So they either had the wreath, or for certain competitions, they would have what is called a garland. And so the garland is simply like a necklace, which is made of the same pine leaves that the wreath would be made of, except it will go around your neck versus being placed on top of your head. That's what they're doing it for. They're doing it for this symbol of victory, this symbol that they can go back to their nation and say, hey, look at what I won. I am a champion. Why? Because I prepared properly and I competed properly and I won. Out of all the people who wanted to be there and tried to win this one prize, I got it. So that's kind of the glory for them, is that victory. But for us as believers, the victory is the same crown, except ours is a little bit different. So the passage tells us how ours is different. They do it to receive a perishable wreath. So that one, green though it may be, it is decaying. Day by day and moment by moment, it's dying. But ours, imperishable. It's not decaying. It will never decay. It lasts forever. So what is our crown? Our crown is the crown of well done, you faithful gospel witness. You forego, you pass on so many different freedoms that you could have had. So many different things in life you could have done. You forego, what's the proper word? You passed on that. Hard pass. You hard passed on all of that stuff so that you could be a good witness. That's the opportunity that we have. Hard pass on everything that won't present us more blameless before Christ. If it doesn't help us and propel us forward in Christ, why take part in it? What's the goal? Because of the goal, remember, if we have our eyes focused properly on the goal, and the goal is to get that crown, you have to keep moving towards getting that crown, because if you're not moving towards getting that crown, you're not moving towards getting that crown. So that no longer really is your focus, because you're not moving in the right direction. But if we continue on, next what we have is that we have the application of this analogy. So we have the same exact setup. So Paul, the way that he does it, he kind of gives us this analogy, but he gives it to us in a way where we take that same exact outline and we break it and we drop it down to the second part where he's actually explaining the outline. And that'll make more sense as we go through. So application of the analogy, verses 26 and 27. Verse 26 and 27. So now we'll read verse number 26. It says, therefore I run in such a way as not without aim. I box in such a way as not beating the air. So now Paul is applying this analogy that he's been developing. And the first step that Paul takes in application is self. Y'all see that? Look at verse 26. Therefore I. Paul had been talking. Do you not know? Hey, I'm talking to y'all. Like, don't y'all get it? Okay, so since y'all get it, let me tell y'all about me. I'm going to focus this in on me, and I'm going to make sure that I am the biggest critic of me so that you guys get it and you guys don't feel like I'm being hard on you. Therefore, I run in such a way as not without aim. Here, Paul uses a double negative for emphasis. What's the double negative? I run in such a way as not without. Not without. The focus that he wants to make is that I am so focused on the prize. I am so focused on the goal. I am so focused on the mission. Nothing will distract me. Nothing will deter me. I don't hold on to any freedom so tightly that I can't get this prize.